Hello, my name is CarX82 and welcome back to our GregTech New Horizons Season 2. I have just gone ahead and added 4 precision laser engravers because, yeah, this is pretty slow. I knew it would be kind of slow, so I wanted to ramp it up, and I decided I needed at least 4 laser engravers to do the excited stuff. And I have also gone ahead and upgraded 2 of these. So they are using quite a bit more power. They're using, this group is using 16 amps of UEV. This one is, I think this one will keep up with these because the recipe time is actually it's just slower. But we'll see. I haven't actually tested this out yet. When I upgraded these, this one had already finished the crafting for that big craft. I ended up doing, actually, I think I did this after. Yeah, I've crafted up. I was doing 200 infinity coil blocks. So, yeah, by the time we got to like the third, that one had already finished. But we are. It is a bit slow for the precision laser part, so that is what I am working on right now. That in there. This up. I still haven't fully decided how I want to go about doing that. Actually going to put that in the third one because that's like the third tier. If I do the other ones, they'll go there. Like I could always, you know, do a group here and a group there for that specific tier of. I was just thinking maybe I could throw a little sign on there so I remember the names of what's in here. Also, I can probably hide that. Yeah, this one's a little bit different because that. Yeah, let me throw. It's crude, prosaic. I'll do crude catalyst. That fit? Actually, I think the other ones will fit. Crude catalyst. Prosaic. And splendent. Right. I typed that like, now it's like looking funny. You ever type a word and then it like starts looking funny? Like catalyst is looking funny to me right now. Okay, so yeah, maybe I will add a group if I need those. But right now we're really only focusing on the tier 3. All right, I think we are good, right? Got it hooked up to power. Got it hooked up to that. I threw the 20 in there. I think, I actually don't know, will the circuit work for 2 of them? I don't know. All right, let's see. Cool. Now, we had, what did we have in there? 213? I don't remember. Okay, 179. What are we using? 18? I can't do math. 21? 31? 30? Wait. We're using 21 buckets? That's a weird amount, isn't it? We have 158. Yeah, we're using 20. It's 21? That's a bit of a... Usually it'd be like 148 or something like that. I don't know. Alright, well, we're doing 21 buckets at a time now, times 4. So we're doing, what, 84 buckets per process. A little bit faster than I think. I could have sworn that was doing 16 over there, but I did. Oh, maybe I was just. No, I don't know. Anyway, there we go. We're doing that. But you may notice how much power we are drawing from each of these. So I have actually also, while this was all kind of crafting up, I have expanded and moved my power gen by my fusion reactor. Totally thought I hit this one. Alright, so yeah, I have been a little bit busy over here. I ended up moving this over. I didn't really know where I was going to put it, and it needed to be kind of near this. So I either had space over here or space over here. So I basically just moved it over. I think eventually I'm going to move this stuff. Maybe we'll push that a little bit farther that way and maybe move this over a little bit. But the reason I want to do that is because I wanted a second turbine. So now we have a bunch of power. These are producing almost 500 million EU per tick. And as you can see right here, I've kind of like joined this to feed that. So yeah, we're producing just from our steam, or supercritical steam, we're producing about 500 million EU per tick. And this is slowly ticking down. We're down to 58 million. So as soon as that runs out, we will switch these over to bismuth. I mean, I technically could get bismuth going right now if I wanted to. But yeah, I'm just kind of, I've been doing other stuff while that has been just ticking down. I don't know how I want to go about doing this either. I did think about maybe doing another tank over here for the bismuth plasma. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. But then I would have to like rearrange my piping, which would be a bit of a pain, but nah. Maybe we could do that. I don't know. And then, I mean, I technically don't have to have piping. I could just do, like, P to P. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. So, yeah, that is kind of where we're at. I am crafting up the infinity. I did just craft up a whole bunch of infinity ingots the old way for the turbines. I basically just switched out the recipe, crafted up a whole bunch of, and then switched the recipe back. But I do think I may actually, since that has been sped up a bit, but I do think I'm gonna kind of like craft up infinity ingots both ways, and otherwise it's gonna take quite some time getting 200, or I think we're gonna need about 1900 more infinity coils. So yeah, we have 160, we need 21 something, don't we? 21, 22. 2112. So quite a bit of a way to go. And yeah, so like I said, I'll do both. And I think, yeah, that's probably what I do. I think that's basically where I'm at right now, because we need transcendent metal, and we can't do that until we upgrade our DTPF. So, all right, let me. I'm gonna figure out what I want to maybe redesign my fusion stuff. I could also take the time to redo my AE network while I'm waiting for stuff to smelt up too. That could be a good time to do that. But yeah, when these turbines run out, I'm gonna move this to here. I'm gonna have three extra large supercritical steam turbines, because we're actually, with two of these extreme exchangers running at full speed, we are actually we're still producing in excess of supercritical steam. Although I am going to switch the plasma to a not as good plasma. I think I'm going to try bismuth plasma. We'll see. It should be better than the Americium. We'll be able to produce it faster. It's just not quite as good. So we'll see what we're looking at after we do that. But yeah, running off Americium, we can probably throw another one of those for another 240 million. Or, I know I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but there are transcendent turbines. Kind of curious. The 345 is the efficiency. Let me do this really quick, and then infinity. All right, so the optimal steam is a little bit better. About 50 million more EU per tick, but that's like times, I think it's 16. Isn't this like the efficiency of 16? But you only use 12 turbines, isn't that how that works? So if you think about it, 50 million times 16, you know, it's a decent amount more. But the best part of it, I think, is the efficiency. It is 50% more efficient. So you get even more power per steam that you're outputting. So yeah, just something to think about for the future. But that is a lot of transcendent metal. Although it does seem once we can get the transcendent metal, I mean, I say this now, but I'm like, it doesn't seem horrible. Just because the amount that you actually get from it. Okay, we can't do that. But yeah. Like you do get 8 dust from one of these, and this is just a bunch of screws and a... I mean, it doesn't... And you get 4. So you get 32 ingots of raw tesseract stuff. So it doesn't feel expensive. It's just expensive getting to this point. Anyway, okay, let me come back. I'm going to cut back in, I don't know, it's probably going to be quite some time in real life. And we'll be back. Okay, I am doing a kind of combination of crafting up with the DTBF, the Infinity, and just crafting up Infinity the old way. I do have the space elevator running for Infinity Catalyst. So I don't have all that ready for crafting it up. Normally, I've just crafted up 5,000 ingots twice, and we're down to 2,400. I am crafting up 1,000 Infinity coil blocks right at this moment. So as you can see, I'm crafting up 1,000 wetware mainframes, and that's like the main kind of length of this craft. We did craft up something like 3,000 electric pumps. It was pretty crazy, all the europium we needed. So that is kind of where we are at right now. I did craft up, what's it called, excited. I did 160,000 of this just to get it going, and I wanted to test everything out. And to be honest, it actually was with our Ollie, the 2x2 multi-blocks that I have now, it actually went way quicker than before. I also, with the compact fusion reactor, I ended up changing a lot of these recipes. You can see I upped them to like 2 million drops as opposed to 9,000 before, because what I was noticing when it was crafting these up, it was just putting like small amounts in. So it would put in like, 144 ingots worth. It would craft that up, and then it would switch to like another one. And Actually, I have a whole bunch of extra from the last time I crafted this up too. That's another thing, we have extra. So yeah, it was kind of like jumping back and forth between multiple, whereas I wanted it to put in like way more, and it would, so it wasn't flickering on and off. We didn't have any like issues with the power because you can see it doesn't even drop that far. But it was just like, it was like annoyingly, it was only crafting up small amounts. So yeah, I fixed that. And yeah, I didn't even, we don't actually use as much as I was thinking we were going to use. Yeah, look at all the extra we have. I didn't actually realize that when I set it up to do 2 million. It just was kind of, I picked 2 million because, I don't know, these hold, the UV energy hatches hold 2 million, so I don't know, it just felt like a good number. But yeah, we actually have, yeah, we have way more than I realized. Well, that's cool. All right, so that is kind of where we're at. So I'm pretty happy. I'm just checking. Yeah, we have a decent amount of room over there in our fluid storage cells. And these, I still think we probably need to like passive craft this. I just don't know, like, I'm gonna wait till we get the infinity coils up, and then we'll just kind of see how I'm gonna go about doing that, because we're gonna use this to get hypogen. Yeah, so we're gonna use this, and then we'll see. Also, with the new coils, infinity gets easier as well. So every time we upgrade this, it gets easier and easier. Molten infinity. So yeah, this is the recipe we're doing right now. But once we upgrade it with the, oh, just kidding. I thought there was going to be a, all right, just kidding. It's not going to get easier yet. I thought that there was an infinity tier, but apparently it doesn't get better till hypogen. Oh well. But you can see it's 50 buckets. You get like 10,000. So it just gets a bit more efficient as opposed to almost 1 bucket to 1. All right, so yeah, that is where we're at. And hey, I don't know if there's really anything else I can do at the moment. I'm still just kind of waiting for this to empty out. We're almost done with that. You know what? I know what I'll do. I'm going to set up the yacht tank now. I was smelting up a whole bunch of stuff, so I was like, I'll wait till that is done. But yeah, so that is crafting up. Those all should be on. At least the... Yep, these are all on now. So looking good. Yeah, I'm going to set up the new plasma, I think, while I am... At least get it ready to go to switch over. So like I said before, I think I'm going to throw a tank maybe here. Oh, I don't love this. Is that big enough? No. All right. I don't really like having them that close. I also don't want that to go... I should have moved this. This should be farther back, shouldn't it? Okay, so I'm going to just work on this while other stuff crafts up. That's kind of what I'm going to do. Okay, as I was crafting up the infinity coils, I realized they are quite a slow recipe. So I have gone ahead and set up another advanced assembly line, just kind of moving it, this group of things, so just expanding it as needed. I figured I can do infinity coils in this, and then we'll probably switch over to hypogen coils, and because they require soup, it's actually one more. Well, I can always add an extra slice on the end. But it's kind of like a similar size. It's harder to adjust like down. It's easier to adjust up because I can just add more. So Yeah, that's what I'm doing just to make this quicker because we need so many of these. So good there. I do have to be a little bit careful adding too much on these because these do pull a lot of power. I do have set up 64 amps here. And the smaller ones use less power because it goes by the slice. So that one uses the most power when it is fully going. Okay, so I think we're good here. I canceled that craft to put that in there. Oh, one thing I did have to do is create an A line so they don't stack because I wanted to use super buses. Unfortunately, that's going to mess up the recipe. So I figured let's just do that to separate them. It was fine before because on the other ones we just used the single bus, so it doesn't stack. But that one's going to matter. Okay, so I think we're good. I canceled when it had 629 left to go. 629. We should have everything. Yep. All right. Let's see if I did this correctly. There we go. I need to put the infinity coil, the data stick. There it is. All right, and we're good. All right, cool. So yeah, instead of 30 seconds each, they're 12 seconds. It's not 12 seconds. It's actually 60 seconds, but you do 5 at a time. So yeah, it's just it's a bit faster. I like the assembly line. It's just it's difficult to do multiple recipes on it is the kind of limitation with that. But yeah, I think we're good. All right, so there is that. I did finish setting up my fusion stuff. We're almost ready to go here. So I just threw this right here. I will probably move this back. I just got to do some stuff with, I just need to just use the fluid cells to remove that. These do 32,000 or 32 million, so it's not the end of the world, but I do need to, I might let that run out a little bit and then I'll move it back. But I have done this, and now I've just got rid of all the pipes, and we're just doing like wireless underfluid conduits. The fusion reactors don't go through it that fast, so we should be good there. And I'm, like I said, just kind of waiting. We're down to 4 million. Letting that burn while I am crafting up all these infinity coils. All right, we just actually switched over to bismuth, and I put the new thing on the tank, and you can actually see we are gaining plasma. We have 2 heat exchangers running. Oops, way too far. We have 2 heat exchangers running at full steam, so 1500 per second, and we are actually gaining bismuth plasma with only 2 fusion reactors running. Yeah, that's pretty crazy how much steam we can actually get out of bismuth plasma. It's because it is crafted up so much quicker than americium. That's like the main reason. I might throw on a couple more. I don't think we need that many producing bismuth plasma, but we should probably have a couple more, maybe. About 6. We'll get 6 running. We'll see. I don't actually know if this one little fluid extractor can keep up. It is like turning on and off, which tells me it is actually keeping up. I don't love machines doing that, but yeah. All right, well, there we go. we are producing plenty of bismuth power plasma. I mean, I could even do more heat exchanges if we want. So, I don't know. We definitely can we can definitely have room for a third, I'm sure. We'll see. I could also do if I really wanted to, I could do the like the loose whatever turbine efficiency. You get way more power, but it does destroy the damage goes up like 12 times. So I'd rather just build more of these than go through turbines faster, I guess is what I don't know. We'll see. Maybe we'll change our mind at some point, but yeah, I would like 3. I'm not sure we could fully power 3 though with just the 2 heat exchangers. I don't know. I haven't done the math. We are gaining steam pretty dang quick though, even with the switch over to bismuth. So, all right, just kind of wanted to show that. We are still crafting up all our infinity coil blocks. And I think we got the thing is running again with neutron. Yeah, neutron, our space elevator, so we should be getting more infinity catalyst. So, yep, I'm just going to continue doing this. And actually, we have 444, so to 1,000. So we need 1,112, I think it was. Yeah, so we need a little bit more infinity. This is if I craft up manually. If I do it like the old way with the diamond lattices and all that, so the crystal matrix ingots, I could do a bunch through the DTPF too to help with that. I'm just trying to find. Okay. Oh, duh. We need. I was like, why don't we start getting the wetware circuits going again while I am waiting for the other stuff to go. So, all right, we are chugging along here with the infinity coils, to be honest. I thought this was going to take much longer. I could... I'm just thinking, do I... At the moment, I have 2 types of like 2 recipes for infinity ingots. If I want to... do it one way, I just pull the other. Is that the one I... Yeah, we pull that out. And then I do... Shoot, how many more ingots did we need? What did I say? 1, 1, 1, 2. How much infinity do we need for this? Infinity, where are you? All right. Did I... Did I miss the infinity ingots? I was just trying to see how much. I didn't feel like doing the math. Oh, there it is. So 6,008 we need. All right, so I am just almost finished with those, and I'm crafting up 1,000 more infinity coils. And unfortunately, we're not going to get this all finished by the end of this episode, but I did want to get going with this, and we're actually making some pretty decent headway with this. Also, I had totally messed up the math with our fusion reactors. I think it was because these tanks have like the less fluid you have in, the slower they empty. So as I started putting more and more plasma in, they were emptying faster and faster. So yeah, I was a little bit off on my thing. And basically we are making, from the math of bismuth plasma, we are making, I think 9, this recipe is 9 like liters per tick kind of thing. So the math works out, you need about 17 fusion reactors to break even. So I have actually done 18. I do them in pairs. So yeah, we actually have 18 fusion reactors running, creating bismuth plasma for the 3,000 per second that we use in the heat exchangers. And I don't necessarily need that much. We can actually lower it to, I don't know, I haven't done the math on that part of it yet, but yeah, we can lower it a little bit because we are making quite a bit more. So I would probably do like maybe 1,300 and like 1,300 and then see. But yeah, I'm just gonna let this continue to fill up at this point. Like just crafting up fusion reactors at this point is pretty easy. But this does look really cool though. My like massive 18 stack tall of fusion reactors. It looks really cool when you look down in it. I like that. But yeah, there we go. There is our power. We have some Nequata fuel if we need for a big boost. And we have these chugging, outputting almost 500 million EU per tick. Yeah, and I got our space elevator running. I got neutronium being produced. So we are no longer in Kansas, folks. Here we are chugging along. All right, so next episode we'll come back and we will get the coils switched out on our DTPF. Don't we have a, debating how I wanted to go about doing that. I think I have a wand of equal trade somewhere. Is that it? Yeah. Maybe we will maybe we'll try to do that with the things. Otherwise, I'll just have to break them all, but that is 2,000 blocks I'm gonna have to break. And trying to think of a way that would be easier to do. If we did break them all, we could probably just use the next tier of, I think it would be 12. I don't know. Is it 12 that would be? Ooh, wrong one. Wish this doesn't come up if you do DTPF. I wish it did. Yeah. So maybe just break them all and then rebuild them with a 12 multi thing. But yeah, I am absolutely loving this multi-block. I don't know why. It's really cool. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today. So thanks for watching it. Have a good one.